Hello everybody. Today we are going to be reading a story called When the World Went Inside. And this is a story that helps children understand COVID-19, all of the changes that have been happening. Now this story was written for a little boy called Theo. And it was written by Charlie Golding. This is Theo. These are Theo's favourite things to do: gardening with Granny, going to the playground, camping, playing board games, baking yummy cakes, seeing friends at school, colouring in, playing at his friends' houses, having sleepovers, riding his bike, shopping, eating ice cream, going to the beach, and watching TV. There were other things that Theo dreamed of doing. What do you think Theo dreamed of doing? Do you think he dreamed of being an astronaut and going to space? But these were his favourite things that he could do whenever he wanted. One day he was told that there was a new virus making people very sick, but he wouldn't catch it if he stayed home. There were still people out and about, but they didn't come very close, and sometimes they wore masks on their faces. Not funny masks or Halloween masks, but ones like doctors wear. Theo's life was very different now. The news was always on TV, and the grown-ups sometimes looked worried. They used words he'd never heard before: restrictions, coronavirus, pandemic, social isolation. One day there was the best news ever. School was closed, and kinder, childcare. And so Theo stayed home all day, every day. Playgrounds were shut, but Theo could go for walks and bike rides. Have you been going for a walk or a bike ride with your mummy and daddy? There were teddy bears to find and brightly coloured rainbows painted in windows. And you might have seen spoons as well, Spoonville. Have you seen a Spoonville near your house? People even chalked fun games on the footpath. He could still do some of his favourite things, but lots of them were banned. He couldn't do gardening with Granny. He couldn't go to the playground. He couldn't go camping, but he could play board games and bake yummy cakes. He couldn't see his friends at school, and he couldn't play at his friends' houses. He can't have sleepovers, but he could ride his bike. He can't go shopping, but he can eat ice cream. He can't go to the beach, but he can watch TV and colour in. He really missed his grandparents and seeing his friends. He even missed school and kinder. So Theo found new ways for them to see each other. Video calls and posting letters stopped them from getting lonely. We do video calls with kinder, don't we? Every day he did some craft and ate so many snacks. Even the teacher was on his computer now. Have you seen your teacher on the computer? I know I've been on the computer in the video, and I've seen lots of children on the video. And Tori. Some things never changed at all. He still had to brush his teeth twice a day, every day. And no one ever told those veggies to stay away. Things looked normal through the window, but nothing really was. There was no footy. There were so many rules. No camping. Stay at home. No holidays. Don't see friends. Wash your hands. Grown-ups even argued over toilet paper. We did, didn't we? The virus wasn't a big scary like a monster, but people were still frightened. The virus was actually really small and you needed a special microscope to see it. It was very tiny and it could lurk anywhere. 1, 2, 3, ready or not, here I come. That was what made it difficult to stop. So if the virus was on your hands, you wouldn't be able to see it, which is why you have to wash your hands. It could be here on the pen or here in your sneeze. And that's why we sneeze and cough into our elbow. Or here on their hands. See, that's why we wash them. If you got sick with the virus, it could make you really, really ill, although most people would soon get better. Theo couldn't see Granny or play with Ruby at the zoo. Instead, he had to stay home, so no one caught the flu, which wasn't really a flu. How long would it go on for? No one really knew, but the smartest people in all the lands were working on a cure. We'll all remember COVID-19 as it changed our lives. Not just because we washed our hands and sneezed into our sleeves, it was a time when people came together to change the world for good. We fought an unseen enemy and chased it from our hood. And that's the end of that one. So some of the mummies and daddies and all the big grown-ups have to wear masks when they leave the house. And I have my mask that I wear when I leave the house or when I leave kinder. See? There we go. Just like this, I have one too. And some of the children have masks too, but you don't have to wear it if you're a child. But the virus will be gone soon, and then you can all come back to kinder because we miss you so much. Bye.